What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am joining you on Livestream because I just posted a video on my channel, and sometimes I like to come on live after and talk to you guys about it, or just talk to you guys about anything that you want me to, touch on. So today I dropped a video about Mr. Stauffer, James Stauffer, because I feel like he is not getting canceled and Myka is getting all the blame when that should not be the case. Thank you guys for joining. I'm starting to see some of your comments come up. Hi Katie, hi Sandy. So I just posted a video, hi Lizzie, about James Stauffer because I feel like there's a double standard here, guys, because Myka has been canceled. She's not posting online, she's trying to buy followers to make up for being canceled, but she's still I don't know, she's offline right now. James is not offline. He's been posting videos like there is no tomorrow. He's just acting like nothing has gone down. Even though his views have dropped tremendously, he is still posting videos and he's actually buying views at this point. If you've not seen my last video, I guess this family just has a website or something that they go and buy these subscribers and these views and these followers on. So he literally just bought a bunch of views for a video that he made about Myka's car. He cleaned Myka's car for the video, and while I think he did add some dirt and disgust to the car to make it look worse, it was so foul, guys. When I saw that video, I was like, wait, this is her car? Why is there so much food in there? Why would you even want that look out there? And that's why he didn't specify that it's Myka's car in the video, but you guys recognize Myka's car and you can tell that is her vehicle and that is what he's cleaning. Obviously he has no clients right now because people aren't here for the, giving up of your adopted son that you didn't even actually adopt, the one you took from his country, that he loved his country, he loved his foster family. And if you guys are wondering how you buy followers, you can easily Google it online. It's you can buy a bunch of followers for not even that much money. You can buy 50,000 followers for just $20. So it's not even that expensive. You just get a bunch of robot followers. That's why sometimes these social media platforms have to clean out their followers because there's so many bots, and it is against the rules. It's against the rules on every single website, but it still happens and you can still get away with it. There's tons of websites, I can Google it right now if you guys want me to, but it's not hard, and the followers just come out of nowhere. There's even apps on your iPhone you can get to buy followers for Instagram and buy likes. So it's honestly disgraceful, and I don't understand what type of pleasure you get from getting fake views, but I guess that's you. I mean, you're the type of people that would give up your child and, just milk him for videos, milk him for profit, and then you just drop a sappy, sad video we had to give up our son, he wanted to be rehomed. No, bro, he did not want this. You guys never gave him proper treatment. You guys never paid for the things he needed, the interactive iPad. You wanted him to learn sign language. You wanted him to just magically become this perfect son that you was literally trying to put a filter over this whole situation so you can sell it on Instagram, sell it on YouTube, and make a profit, which she did. She got a lot of popularity from this, and it's disgraceful because that's child labor at this point. And everything that she did, James subscribed to too. He was a part of it. He is not exempt from this, and I don't understand why Myka stopped her YouTube channel, her Instagram, her TikTok, and James just continues there's no problem. Maybe that's their main source of income right now. I have no idea. I know they're pretty well off because they live in a big house, they have nice cars. I think he's right now trying to save himself by cleaning cars and doing this Fox Clean business. But at the end of the day, we are not going to forget about Huxley and forget about what you've done. We are not going to allow this double standard to occur because that's what's happening right now. If you go look on YouTube, go look on the news, a lot of them are just Myka Stauffer, Myka Stauffer, Myka Stauffer. I get it. Myka was so selfish. Remember the videos we saw of her saying, I'm bonding so well with Huxley right now, and me and him are just having such an amazing time, and I feel like the best mother in the world. We know you got Huxley to make you feel better and to have the white savior complex and to just get clout off the whole situation. But James, you were also there. You were also in the video saying that Huxley is meeting his, father for the first time in his forever home, which was so cute for the camera. But when it came down to it, you were never going to commit to this, or you would have adopted the child. As soon as you saw Huxley ran away from you guys twice because he knew what was coming. Like, he knew this family was not going to be genuine. It's just a couple of white people who are trying to be social media influencers and thought that maybe if they got a child from another country who has a disability, that they will look like angels and they can just milk it for however long. I mean, I guess there are 4 other children they had were just not cutting it, so they need some diversity in there. I know those are like the worst things to think, but I just have to spit it out because that's how what I feel like is going down. Like, white privilege who? Like, white privilege you. Like, you are using white privilege to the max, and you're trying to get away from this whole situation with your attorneys, trying to get videos removed online, trying to, I don't know, post videos on Stauffer Garage and act like nothing's happening. Like, please stop using your privilege and step back for a second. Maybe take off like a few months and just like learn about your mistake. I don't know. I just feel like at this point they're so money hungry that they're just trying to save this car cleaning business so they have something going for them. And at the end of the day, it's not all about money. Sometimes it's about morals, and what you guys did to Huxley was morally messed up. I just have to keep talking about this because I know other people won't. I know the news aren't really posting about it anymore. Like, some news articles are saying, oh, Huxley's home and fine. Like, he is perfectly great. Like, let's forget about it. No, the welfare check that was in that investigation was done at the attorney's office. Like, literally, we don't know what home he is at. We don't know his condition. We don't know how he got to that home. We don't know if the home that he's at has the proper credentials, because whenever Myka and James adopted him from China, they had to go through a lot of steps to become, certified to have him. So since the adoption agency wasn't, involved in the transfer at all, how do we know that these people do not have the correct credentials or don't know how to take care of a child with autism? Because honestly, I don't even think like Huxley is that autistic. Like, his, on the scale, he's on the lighter end of it. But Myka and James are trying to act like, oh, he's the worst one of the bunch. Like, he's trying to hurt my other children. He costs way too much. Bruh, I've been around autistic children. I've worked with autistic children. He is not that severe. He was actually really well behaved on the videos, and I'm shocked that they're trying to make him seem like he's the criminal here whenever it's them. Like, please do not victim shame right now. I don't know if that's the correct term, but I am using Reese's chapstick because I'm so dry right now, and it's kind of nasty, to be honest, but it's the first one I grabbed. I just think that, like, I'm at fault for doing this myself because I should never just, like, let James go like that. I mean, I definitely called out Myka in the beginning. I was like, Myka, you are the worst mother. Like, why would you do this? Like, there are so many clips of Myka talking about Huxley and talking about being in love with Huxley and loving him so much, yet she is the one to give him up. But also, James was there the whole time, and he probably played as equal a role, and he probably was scheming to make this whole thing up too. I mean, they filmed their entire trip to go get Huxley, and they filmed every single second because they're just trying to... Okay, I know, the term not that autistic is not great. I'm sorry, I don't have the best term. He's just less severe on the scale of autism. Not a great way to phrase it. I get it. You're right, Zira. I just think that James needs to be called out, though, for his part in this situation, and he shouldn't be on YouTube, especially a man and a mother who would take their child, like Huxley, and put duct tape on his hand and put one of those fake little baby hands on there so that he's not sucking his thumb. Like, why did the police not ask about that whenever they were doing the investigation? Like, why were the police not asking about why Huxley had duct tape on his hand? How long did Huxley have duct tape on his hand? What was the reason behind it? Like, was it the whole night? Like, was it just for that video? Like, was the duct tape on the hand with the little hand a video idea? Like, why were those questions not asked? Because I think those are very important, like, things that were left out. Myka is going to go and act like she needs protection from the police because she's getting all of these threats, when in actuality she is just sitting in her house in Ohio, probably bored because she has nothing to film since nobody wants to see anything that she puts out there, and we don't want to see what James is doing either. We don't want to see your dirty car on James' channel trying to make a profit off of his lily brushes that he bought, and they don't even want him to sell it. He's trying to sell merchandise that other companies are literally saying, like, do not sell our merchandise anymore. We want our order back. Like, Myka still has almost 700,000 subscribers. To me, that is just like ridiculous. And if YouTube is going to censor people like they censor me, every single video I talk about is like always over censored. I'm always getting in so much trouble for the most basic things, yet these people are on here online where they have done a crime. In my opinion, putting the duct tape on Huxley's hand was a crime, and there's no repercussions, and that was put on your platform like by someone who's a verified partner. Please. And hi Kai, I see you there. Hey Jen. The Dad Challenge is a great podcast, and he's been keeping up with it. I watch all of his videos on the situation, and I think that it is great that he's doing his own detailing car like channel, because if you guys want to go watch detailing cars and that's why you're like, I'm addicted to Stauffer's garage because I need to see him clean a car, then why don't you go check out the Dad's podcast new channel, because he will be cleaning out cars on his channel, so you don't even have to go watch James if you're like into that, if that's your thing. So Lily Brushes wanted to buy back that order from James because they don't want him selling their products, marking it up, yet he's still doing so. And I just can't believe, like, oh, he did a not legal, what is it? I always call it a getaway, but it's a giveaway. And he was selling his lily brushes, and he said if you buy his lily brushes, you might end up with a $100 bill in his package that you ordered, you know. And that is a giveaway that you are technically paying for, and that's another thing that is against YouTube guidelines. Number 5 on the guidelines, your giveaways have to be free. If you have to buy something, it's not a free giveaway. And it's also against FTC laws. So why is he not getting in trouble with YouTube? I just don't understand why none of these like creators are being held accountable. Shane Dawson, like, he's now being held accountable, but it's been some time. Like, a lot of these people on YouTube are breaking the rules and just getting away with it, and James is just another one of those, and he's trying to act like he is just perfectly fine. I guess he's playing innocent in this situation when he's not at all. Huxley deserves better, and Huxley deserves justice, and that police report and police investigation did not give him justice. I'm reading some of your guys' comments. Hi Seashell, hi Kimberly. I'm just so bothered, and that's why I had to come on live, because I just want to rant a little bit. Sometimes in my videos I'm just giving you straight up facts and not that much opinion. So in this video I like to give you opinion. Trust me, I wish I can cuss, because I would literally be cussing in this situation, but I just can't. YouTube is so strict. I've already gotten so many strikes. I'm trying to keep this channel alive, baby. We need CPR on the main channel. There's a lot going on. So I think the best way to go about this situation is to maybe report his channel. If you were to click on his videos, dislike them, but really there's nothing we can do but put pressure on YouTube by reporting his videos. I actually was talking to creator support today, so if you are, no one is spamming, you're fine. I'm not reading all the comments, because if I keep reading them I can't think. So I was talking to creator support today about the situation, on what we could do about other fellow YouTubers that are breaking the rules. You can contact creator support at youtube.com. It's an email address through a Gmail, and you can report him, but it's kind of hard to do. Like, to get access to creator support, you have to like already be a creator, and you can't specifically speak about other people's channels, but you can just like report something. And to me, it's like, my little report is not going to go anywhere unless a lot of other people do it, and they don't make it convenient for you to report someone. So honestly, YouTube, you need to get a better reporting system. If you're going to try to censor everyone and make YouTube super child friendly, then why are you letting some of these family vlogs out here, you know, do this stuff? Yaoi vlogs, all these other ones that are technically breaking the rules. I'm just so bothered. Like, literally, I was like, I need to film this. I also have a new video coming out tomorrow that I need to edit tonight, but like, bruh. I was so mad when I saw he had a new video out, and I was just like, wait, we're just playing pretend now? And if you go through the video, there are so many comments that are pretty much fake. You can literally tell it's them going on making other accounts to comment on this page and try to save the day, but the comment section is still overwhelmingly about Huxley and about the situation, because you guys are not going to let it slide. Like me, I'm not going to just forget that Huxley was literally given up and that the worst police department in the United States closed his investigation when they shouldn't have. Like, could we please get an FBI like investigation over here, because I don't trust Delaware County, Ohio Police Department. Like, excuse me, I don't trust them. I literally never will. I've been commenting on their Instagram, and guess what? I checked before this video. I'm blocked. I'm now blocked from their Instagram. So what public service that we are paying taxes for is going out there and blocking people who are calling them out on their wrongdoing? I just think that these people work for, the people, because we are paying taxes for them to do their job, even though they're not doing their job. So I tried I tried the Chiefs Instagram. I tried all these Instagrams, and they all keep deleting stuff. And I'm just like, wow, like, you're just gonna act like Huxley's life is just deleted like that? Swipe it to the left and delete him just like a comment? Like, please. It's just like the bottom of the barrel type of people, There's the bottom of the barrel. And honestly, guys, I will give you a disclaimer. I technically cannot legally say go and call someone for this family. So I did see someone leave a great comment that said, why don't we call a hotline? That's a great idea. I just found out from doing a video about another family you guys know who sued me that I legally cannot suggest for someone to call a government agency or a protective agency through my video. It's another one of those like legal issues that I've had to deal with on my channel. I just think that if you're going to take a child from another country, how are you not going to finalize the paperwork? And does that have a role in this investigation? Like, did these police officers kind of stop the investigation because, one, they found out Myka and James are pretty powerful people on social media. Two, they probably have very expensive attorneys because their attorneys have been a part of this every single time. Like, three, he's not an American child, so that's why we're not going to invest that much time into it. Like, I know those are awful thoughts, and I'm not trying to be like, because he's Chinese, he's not getting the best care. But I kind of feel like that's the case. Like, I kind of feel like he is just being looked over because he's not an American child. He's not even like certified adopted. So like, what is he here? Is he considered like what? Like a foster? He's not in foster care, because then he would be within the state's custody. So there's just no like word for what his placement was in life here. Like, did he even have a social security number? Like, this makes me so bothered, and there's so many questions that are unanswered that when I read through that police report, I was like, wow, they really focused on the wrong things. Like, I feel like these attorneys definitely intimidated the cops. I feel like the cops didn't really care. Maybe they didn't even have precedent because the child is not even a citizen here. I have no idea, but they closed the investigation way too quick, especially for a kid that was missing since like February was the last time he was seen on the channel. So like this has been a long time coming. Why is it so hard for them to answer some of these questions? It's just so selfish at the end of the day. And like, I just think that Huxley is going to have such horrible memories as a child. Like, when he grows up, the memories that he is having right now as a young kid, you don't really remember a lot of those before the age of like 6, but he's like 4, and I think jumping from home to home is something you really cannot forget. That is such a life-changing move, especially for someone this young, that I can't imagine that this is going to just go away when he's older. He's definitely going to be bothered from this, and he's going to wonder who this family was that he was not good enough for. The family that said he chose to do this at 4 years old, and when he's technically not vocal. So I would love to see what explanation they have for that. And I really want to know their explanation for the duct tape. Like, what was the duct tape? Is that something you do often? Is that something you did common? When you guys didn't have the camera on, what was it like? Because there is so much footage already of you guys just treating him poorly on camera that if you were off of camera, like, what was the tea, guys? Because you duct taped his hand for that one vlog. Was that something that lasted a few days? Was that something that happened multiple times? So, in correction, Huxley just turned 5. Someone told me in the comments below. Oh, thank you so much, Diane McCall. Yeah, that's your last name. Myka. I don't have my glasses on right now. Thank you for all you do to help the small voices, and thank you so much. That's exactly like what I'm trying to do here, because obviously Huxley can't do anything, and if we aren't going to speak up as adults, then who's going to speak up for him? People are asking what's the baby hand, and what I'm referring to is one time on a vlog you can see Huxley had issues throughout the vlogs sucking on his thumb, but in one vlog they had a little snippet of Huxley with his hand duct taped closed, so it looks like he went like this. They duct taped his hand all around, and then have you ever seen those little like funny hand things? It's like you could put it on the tip of your finger and you just have a hand. They took that and it looks like they glued it, because I don't know how else they would have stuck it. They didn't duct tape it, so maybe glued it to the end of the fist, so it's a duct taped fist with a little hand at the end, and that was his, I guess, treatment for sucking his thumb. And to me, that is still so sick. Like, what did they do? Were they like, was James holding him down and Mike was like, oh, let's get the duct tape and let's start wrapping it, and they're like, well, he doesn't have a hand, so let's take this little plastic hand and stick it on there. Like, Google, YouTube, tell me, why are you still paying this man for this type of behavior on your platform? Why don't we also ask the Ohio Delaware County Police Department, why didn't you ask about this treatment? Why did you guys just skim over so many parts of this? Was it because the attorney was like right up there? I mean, I'm sure they have powerful attorneys and they're trying their best to save themselves, but like at some point we can't just like let it go. Like, that is straight up, you know what I'm talking about, the A word that I cannot use on camera, but that is child mistreatment, and they should not be glamorized and just put on YouTube and allowed to make content for people when they are actually criminals. And there's footage of the other children sucking their thumbs, and when they suck their thumbs, the parents are like, oh, why do you feel like that? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel comforted? Does it taste good? Like, goofy and comforting comments. But when Huxley was sucking his thumb, I guess it was so bad they had to duct tape his hand. And what type of child would deserve that? How uncomfortable would that be? And like, for how long? Like, and especially if his comfort, like, coping mechanism was to suck on his thumb, like, you guys made him just even more uncomfortable. Like, he can't even go to his safe space. So to me, it's just like a tragedy, and I think that the police has failed us. I think that a lot of other families have failed us just by, you know, not even speaking out against them. There's some families that are still supporting them. I think it was like Arian something Williams. You guys can like comment below and actually like correct me, but there are other family vlogs that are actually supporting them right now and defending them, and I just don't understand how anyone can do that, or anyone who is a partner on YouTube can just go without supporting Huxley. Like, imagine how he was treated off of camera if this is the stuff we saw on camera. Like, how did you get the duct tape off? Did you cut it all off? Was it stuck to his skin? Did you have to pull it? Like, he has very little fingers. Like, my fingers are huge. Like, his fingers are very small. Like, that would hurt. It's like, it's so disturbing to me. And that's why I think our police failed us. Like, you missed out on a big part of this whole investigation, was that these parents not only took this child and randomly gave him wherever he did. I don't know if they found the family on Facebook or where they found them. Oh, sorry, my water fell. Oh no, I'm exposed. Okay, we're good, right? I just feel like Huxley needs to be, I don't know, checked in by the FBI. They need to check his home. I would like to see that he's in a proper house with parents who are equipped to, you know, like, raise a child with disabilities. So, I mean, the truth always finds its way out, and that's why there are so many videos and so many people covering this story, because we will not forget. There's no way we're gonna forget this. I mean, I literally, like, my mom even asked me about it. She's like, what's going on with Huxley? And like, literally the police report said he's completely fine and all right. I mean, the problem was he had 2 mosquito bites on his body, but they had an urgent care report for that, which I understand if you are allergic to mosquitoes. I have a brother with a lot of allergies. I have my own allergies. I understand like anaphylactic allergies, but like, I don't think you need a whole like urgent care report for mosquito bites. Like, I guess maybe he's highly allergic, but did we just find this out? I feel like Myka like talked about him so much on camera that we would have kind of known this at this point. I mean, they had so many checkups on him, and they were trying to find a brain tumor and find all these other things to make them look like angels, yet we never heard about the mosquito allergy. So disturbing. Debbie, so the reason why I'm making this video is because Myka hasn't been on YouTube. Hopefully she won't be on YouTube for a while, but James is still posting YouTube videos on his channel, Stauffer's Garage, which has more subscribers than Myka does. It has over not over a million, it has almost 1 million subscribers, over 900,000. So to me, I don't understand why YouTube is allowing this channel to post videos when he, in my eyes, like, committed a crime and should be investigated for it. Thank you so much, Jolly Fritz. A silver lining that H's trauma is exposed. Yeah, shady adoption practices in the USA and narcissistic parents might be saving other children. I totally agree that we need to just keep talking about this story and educating people on it, because Huxley will not be forgotten. Like, one thing I also want to ask is, like, is Huxley's name still Huxley? Because if he was never officially adopted, was he ever made a citizen? Does that mean his name was ever even transferred? Like, does he still have his Chinese name? Could we, like, is he going back by his Chinese name? Like, I feel like it would be a great thing if he went, like, back to his original name. Not, like, because I'm trying to, like, tell him how to live his life or anything, but I'm just thinking that he was taken from his country, and to me it's still so heartbreaking how he was actually happy in his home that he was at before going to the Stauffers, and I feel like he could totally just, like, I don't know, live an authentic life and get away from this if he, like, maybe went by his real name and found a home that was actually going to love him unconditionally, rather than trying to, you know, make videos about him and get clout and get sympathy for being a mother of a child with disabilities. It must be so hard, huh, Myka? Having a nanny and having the therapist and all these things, you just still couldn't do it. To me, that's just BS. Like, you're supposed to take the struggles that come to you and, you know, you grow from them, you deal with them, you learn from them. You don't just try to give them up because you're over them and maybe the videos aren't pulling as many views as you once had. I don't know. Just disturbing. So, I think that James should be held accountable by YouTube, and that people should start calling them out on it. I mean, it's awful because you see people like Peaches are still out here and they have claimed to have committed serious crimes, but they are online, like, literally creating content every single day. It's kind of a sketchy world on the internet. You can't really, like, get people in trouble. So I can't really give you guys a great answer on what to do, rather than just be educated, don't support him, and spread the word that he's an awful person, because like, everyone at some point is going to hear that he's done this and will not support him for it. I mean, even on his videos, I'm like, he had 9,000 views before he bought the, like, views on his latest channel, and I think 9,000 is a pretty substantial amount. Like, I wonder who's watching it. It's nothing compared to his videos that he got millions and millions of views. His videos have dropped a ton in views, and that's why he's buying some. But I'm just thinking, like, who are these 9,000 people who are supporting James Stauffer still? Like, can we please educate them? Can we let them know that, like, he literally had a child that he gave up, like it was a dog? He literally talked about his forever home, which is the term that they used when I went and picked up my dog. Like, we're not talking about a dog. It actually makes me so upset. And the double standard here, like, why is Myka offline but James is just online like nothing happened? Like, was he not on the adoption papers? Because I saw him in the videos saying he was going to love Huxley forever. Look how long that lasted. 2.5 years or whatever. So disappointing. It's just so disappointing, because we need better influencers out here, and it's like, at what point do these people think their white privilege and their success and their power on this platform are going to save them? I'm reading some of your guys' comments. Someone said Wen Quan was his name, and I love that. If that was his name, that's dope. Love that name. Wen Quan. I like it more than Huxley, like, sorry. But speaking of like dogs, Huxley could be a dog's name too. Like I do like the name Huxley in part, like partially, but my mom was like, it might be better as like a puppy. Like I don't know. At the end of the day, they treated him like a puppy and they just put him to work on the videos. And I'm sure when they turned off the camera, they were great, because you saw how they would put him in timeout for eating too much. Like that energy would have been rough. Hi Maddie, thanks for joining, you guys. Thank you. Like obviously he had issues with food because he was coming from another country that maybe he didn't have access to food like he would here, but like it was no reason to put him in timeout or try to get him in trouble for it. Like why would Myka think that's okay and filming it would be alright? It's because she probably did much worse. So what she did film, she was like, oh, I'm an amazing mother. It's like, bruh. Reality check. I'm glad people gave you a reality check. In this video, in my last video, it was just another reality check. It's like, James, please wake up. Like, you are an awful person. What you did with... Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had an alarm go off. Why did I have an alarm go off? Oh no. My alarm's... Okay, was I supposed to wake up at 8 p.m? 8 a.m? Okay guys, I am sorry. I'm sorry for the little drop. I don't know what happened. Also, this live stream is about a minute and a half delayed, so I'm trying to wonder like what happens when this... Ooh, okay. It looks like I just paused. You can see I'm watching my own live stream because I'm trying to look at the comments and I don't have my glasses on at the moment. I don't even know where my glasses are, but I do know where my chapstick is. And I think James should just be canceled. Like, I'm done with both of them. Like screw Fox Clean, whatever his company is. Nobody cares. Like, getting your car detailed is not like a specialty. Like, there's people all over the place that can do your car detailing. James, you're not special. You can just get off of YouTube. We're done watching you. You're literally buying views on your channel to make up for the lack of views you're getting because of what you've done. And to me, I think you should invest your time and your energy in something else. Literally. Lizzie pulled out or mentioned a good point. She said when you have autism, you have a weird relationship with food. So that could be something that was part of his condition as well. And her just trying to, you know, punish him for that and put him in timeout whenever he's wanting to eat more is just like not a great coping mechanism. Thank you, Stephanie. She said, I simply adore you. Keep being you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys know I was getting a lot of hate for a moment, and I'm still getting a lot of hate. Like, I actually was trying to film multiple videos today. I filmed 2, and throughout the day I was just reading comments on YouTube, and I was getting so much hate that I was like, whoa, like, what is this? It's so draining. Like, I can be so hyped, ready to film, and then I read like 5 comments and I just lay on my floor for like 2 hours because I'm just depressed. So that means a lot that you guys are here supporting me and commenting and sharing your thoughts on this situation, because it's important and we can't forget about it. Naisha said, off topic, but you're very pretty. Thank you so much. Every time I watch my videos, I'm like, ooh, my skin is so rough, but I appreciate your comment. I'm gonna take it. I don't wanna be one of those people who are like, no, I'm not, but like, also, I hate myself. Ignore the haters. Thanks, Anne. I'm trying to ignore the haters. It's been pretty hard because Brittany and Baby was coming for me. I totally get it. They're right. They have every right to their opinion and their feelings, but it's just like, whoa, when you're like an influencer and you have that power and you send them to someone like me, a little channel with like no followers. Like, I mean, I have a good amount of subscribers here. I think I have like 40,000 subs, which thank you guys so much, but like, I don't have a lot of like Instagram followers or anything like that. Like, I'm not someone who has a fan base who can like back me up. Like, literally Brittany's followers just came eating me alive, like chewing me up and spitting me out. So yeah, I've made some mistakes on my channel, and you guys know I've tried learning from them, like using the incorrect names for children. I actually am using, like, trying my best to not include pictures of children anymore or use their names, because I agree that I am just adding to the problem when I talk about their names again. So or show their pictures. I'm just like adding to the invasion of privacy, which is at the end of the day the main problem I have. Like, they're not consenting to being on these YouTube channel videos, so like why am I going to use their videos against them? I'm not going to. That's why I blur their faces. If you guys saw my new video on Yahweh vlogs, this video will be on Livestream or will be saved on my channel after. So if you guys have came late, you will be able to watch the video. I've been streaming for 34 minutes now. So yeah, I made mistakes in my videos, and at the end of the day, I'm just calling out Brittany on her scams. Like, you can have your relationship issues, you can have your like son's disorder, which is very tragic to me, and I am sorry if I offended people on speaking on that, but like at the end of the day, like, don't try to act like those are the 2 things I talked about, because you guys know I mentioned 3 scams and she's acting like none of those happened. So, and Britt's dad is a weirdo. Like, I wish I'm about to check my Instagram to see if he DM'd me, because I'm waiting for a DM from him or something nasty. Some of these people are nasty. And I'm just trying to be mature, chill, and cool. Like, these people ask for it. Like, when you put things online, 1, they don't go away, and 2, when you do horrible things, they will come and haunt you. Like, you can't get away with crimes or just horrible acts like this, like, because people are going to remember. Like, you can't forget about Huxley. You can't forget about what some of these parents have done to their children. You can't forget about that one channel that tried to sue me. They are doing their best to cover themselves and sue everyone around them, go on, articles and tell their side of the stories, but at the end of the day, you will always be haunted by your decisions, and that's why you need to make better decisions and not be selfish. There's a reason why karma exists. It's because it's not like, oh, I made a mistake and I'm trying to learn better from it. Like, no, you did something that you should have known and your conscience was bad, and now you're going to live with it for the rest of your life, and that's just the price you pay. That's why, like, me, I never have said the N-word. I've never done anything close to that, or racist, or, oh my god, I can't say that word, oh no, maybe YouTube won't pick it up. Ugh. I literally got a strike for saying the R word before. Well, I'm none of that, and you will never catch me saying anything like that, ever, period. I feel like every single influencer has done something offensive like that, and why, YouTube? Why do you have to censor me? Watch me get in trouble for that. Dang, I'm really gonna get in trouble for that. Oh, when Bree gives birth, like, I'm giving her a break right now, but she is pregnant right now, and when we find out the gender of that baby, like, everyone will be freaking out. Yeah, there's certain words you can't say online on YouTube. There are plenty of them. You can't say the A word, as in child, like, maltreatment. You can't say a lot of words. And it's crazy, because how am I going to educate you guys on certain things if I can't even speak on them? So, yeah, you cannot say that word. There's a lot of words you cannot say. Carrie says, I just hope Huxley is safe. And thank you so much, Carrie. I totally agree. I just hope Huxley is safe, and that's why I'm making this video. It's not only to come for James Stauffer, but it's also to be like, yo, this story still exists and we need to talk about it, because I'm not satisfied after that investigation. Sarah also sent me $2 Canadian. Yay, first super chat ever. You want to support me. Thank you, Sarah, so much. Like, you guys know, I am not demonetized. I do not get paid because of certain things I talk about. They always say I have sensitive issues. So, I cannot, I can't talk about certain things online anymore, because I've gotten strikes. It's not even for to be monetized. It's literally because I've gotten strikes. I've gotten so many warnings. I've gotten so many emails. Like, YouTube almost keeps track of your cease and desist too. So it's like, whoa, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm just bothered. And there is one more thing I want to talk to you guys before we stop, we end this live. So when you guys want to talk about it, I will let you know. So is there anything you want to talk about besides Myka and James right now before I bring up my last topic? And my last topic will be Wayfair. You guys probably know about the Wayfair thing. I just want to spend 2 minutes talking about it. So I'm just, ending thoughts on the Stauffers. I just think that YouTube needs to do better. I think they need to start, I don't know, not interviewing, what is it called when you start looking in, like, you do a deeper look into your creators and who you are partnering with, because there's a difference between being a creator online and not being a partner, and like being a partner of YouTube. So some people are creators on YouTube where they just aren't partners, but some people are partners where you are pretty much part of the YouTube business and you are in such close like contact with YouTube that if you needed any help or needed anything, you can get their support. It's those people who are making hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars on YouTube. And Savvy, Bessons, Limelights, I cannot speak about that family or I will get sued. Seashell, let's moderate that, please. I can't talk about them. Like, literally, if I could, I would literally talk about them, but I can't. I don't want to be like, you can also say you can say the R word in the comments. I just can't say them. You guys can comment anything you want, but I'm not allowed to talk about 8 passengers because, oh my god, I'm gonna have to delete this video. Okay, I'm not allowed to talk about the family. Please don't ask me about them anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think now. That's my thinking voice. What time is it? We're at the 40-minute mark. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and cut through this video. That's why we don't talk about them here, okay? I'm sweating. Okay, guys. So, do you have any more questions? About, no, you're fine. I'm not trying to be mad at you. I know you want me to talk about them, and trust me, I would like to. There are so many things I want to say, but like, I can't. I will have to crop the video. I can't re-upload it, it's a live stream, so I'll just go in and edit it out. So it's fine, no worries. I just don't want to get on their bad side because I've already like broken some of the rules. So let's not break any more of those rules now, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to, like, right now I'm not really saying much about them, so maybe I won't get in trouble, but we'll just act like it didn't happen, okay? It's different when you have a cease and desist, like, bruh. I'm reading some of your guys' comments. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much. I've been getting so much hate this last weekend. I actually had to private all my social media accounts, and I just went public again today because I was getting so many horrible comments. So, yeah, I'm trying my best out here, but I have to work with what I got, and YouTube does not like to work with me, guys. Have you guys heard about the little girl who plays with the violin on YouTube and is being blackmailed by someone to pay them or they won't copyright claim against them? No, I haven't, Danielle, but you can DM me online. I'm interested in all those stories, like anything like that. So you guys can cuss. You guys can cuss and say whatever you want on here. I'm just saying I can't because I'll get in trouble. I get hate online because the parents of these children don't want me to speak on it because they're like trying to hide it and protect their reputation, even though I think we're all starting to wake up and say that, you know, family channels aren't the best. So maybe we should call them out. Maybe we shouldn't let this slide. Maybe we should have some morals. So I'm going through my family channels too, guys. Like, you guys want me to do LeBrant, you want me to do Leroy. I'm definitely doing Ace Family. Ace Family is like going to be a movie. Like, I've said that a few times now, but I can't talk about traffic. Yeah. But let's talk about Wayfair before I close out, guys. I just want to see if there's anything you guys want me to talk about before I closed out. I'm looking at my video right now on James Stauffer and is not doing well. Like, not that that really matters, but also I guess people just don't really care right now. Oopsie. But let's talk about Wayfair, because I think that Wayfair is a hot topic right now. I don't exactly know what I want to say. I don't want to get in trouble by Wayfair, but I just wanted to say that I put Ohana Adventures down because someone recommended that. I always write down family. You guys tell me about it. Black Lives Matter. I completely stand with Black Lives Matter 100%. So I think that trafficking is a huge problem in our country, in America, and across the world, and I do think that there are websites that are being used to do so. I do want to say that there are some claims out there that are not true. Wayfair, there are some photos that have been edited There are some people who were missing who have stepped forward and said, bruh, I'm not even missing, like, what's going on? But there is some truth to the situation. What's that saying? If there's smoke, there's fire. So I do think that there is something there. I watched a great YouTube video earlier of someone debunking the Wayfair situation, and I think that it's being blown out of proportion, but I do think this is a great topic to talk about because we need to wake up to some of these things that are happening right in front of our eyes. And that's why I like to talk about scams on my channel and things like that, because I do not like to just let the stuff slide under the rug. But when it comes to this topic in particular, a lot of you guys have asked me, talk about Wayfair. I want to, but there are still so many contradicting things out there that part of me is like, okay, is this even a story? Because I don't want to make a video and say all this stuff has happened, and then you're like, wait, well, that person is literally like alive and doing well. Why are you saying they were sold as a cabinet? And I'm not trying to put fake news out there, but I also want to recognize that I do think that some of this is legitimate, and I do think that these sites are being housed to do things like that. There is a huge issue with trafficking in our country and around the world that we can't just ignore this instance. We can't just act like, oh, this was just a made up conspiracy, because it's not. And there's probably something really real and dark going on here, and I think that Wayfair is probably doing their best right now to save themselves and make any edits they can. But you have to recognize that these things can be edited too, and that's where the problem lies, because we don't know what is true and what is fake, because we are in such a thin line of do you think children are actually being sold on this website? But then some of these children step forward and say, no, I'm not. So my opinion on the situation is that Wayfair needs to, one, do some cleaning up, and two, we need some more laws on the internet and for regulations, because I feel like when it comes to trafficking like this, people are, how do I say it? I don't know. I feel like the government is trying to protect people in industries like this. I feel like this is a thing that is going on that our government isn't trained to handle. I don't think there are officers or personnel that are trained to deal with these type of issues and to deal with domestic trafficking like Wayfair and Amazon and these other websites. So I think right now all I can really say is that we need to do better when it comes to holding these websites and things like this accountable, because if they are hosting on websites like Wayfair, then there are so many more websites out there that they can just use without even having to be hidden behind a reputable brand like Wayfair or Amazon. So we need some more laws, and that's about it, because I can't tell what is real and what is fake. But from what I've seen online, I am freaking out. I'm shooketh. Are these children being sold in the cabinets? Do they show up in the cabinets? Or are they just showing up to the house? Are people who are purchasing these items on Wayfair aware of this? I'm assuming that these people are okay, you're going to pay me $10,000 for this person. I'm going to give them to you, but you're going to pay through Wayfair so that we can put it in my bank account, and the government's not where did $10,000 come from? You can be like, oh, yep, I sold some furniture on Wayfair. So that's what I think is going on here, and I think you will end up just delivering the person to them. They're just doing the money transfer through Wayfair. So I do think there is a story there, and I think there is a scandal, but I just can't tell what it is, and there's too many instances of it being debunked for me to be like, this is completely true. So as a person who likes to stand up for children and small voices, I would love to make a video on it, but I also don't want to contradict myself and put out fake information out there, and every time I find something, I've gone online and found someone else contradict it. So it's just so messy. I can't figure out how to feel about it. How do you guys feel about this situation? Do you think Wayfair is participating in this whole scheme? Because I feel like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I want to see what you guys have to say. Whew, I'm thirsty. Wayfair is cheap. You guys don't like Wayfair. The quality is probably not there, and I get it. I'm an IKEA shopper, so my stuff breaks every couple of years. it never gets put together right either. Look into Tom Hanks. Okay, someone told me about Tom Hanks before too. Yeah, but trafficking does happen, and it's all around us. And there's a lot of missing children and children of color who are not reported, and the police don't spend their time doing their work. And honestly, I feel like Huxley could even be a child who was literally trafficked. But that's like, I don't want to like put that out there because then I'm probably going to get sued. I definitely would not order from those brands that are housing those type of sites, because I feel like there's definitely a way that Wayfair would know this is going on, because if they see these purchases for $15,000, how are you not going to flag that? How are you not going to be like, wait, why was a shower curtain sold for $10,000? Like, that's on Wayfair. That's some poor managing. Ooh, excuse me. That water went right into my stomach and came right back up. That water hit. I'm thirsty. I'm really thirsty right now, guys. I'm reading some of your guys' comments about the situation. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this overall video. If you haven't, go watch my James Stauffer video, because he deserves the same treatment as Myka. He shouldn't be allowed on here. And if you guys missed most of the stream, it will be posted online. I might have to go back and edit it to get some of those words out. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed and have a lovely Sunday and the best week ever. I'm actually going to be going to the farm on Tuesday from Sunday, so I will be trying to film there. I might have a green background, so that might be cool, right? It'll be nice to get out of this city, because I haven't really had a vacation, and I'm actually going on vacation in like 10 days, so I'm really excited about that. I just feel like I haven't been to the beach in so long, and I love the ocean. Like, I'm an ocean type person. Oh, thanks, Serena. She said, keep up the great work, great channel. Thank you guys, and I'll definitely be trying to live stream when I'm on vacation, because it's a little bit easier sometimes to just hop on live stream. I'm trying to work a little bit better on getting things to appear on the screen as I talk, so we're working on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys probably from the farmhouse. Actually, no, I'll have a new video come out tomorrow at 3 p.m. And then if you guys have a video idea for me, DM me on Instagram, because I'm still collecting ideas. I'm looking at new families. I've got a long list, so I'm going through that. But if you have someone in particular and you want to help me out by sending me some of the receipts and stuff, please reach out to me on Instagram at SL04N. Or if you want to reach out to me on my email, it's Sloan, SLOAN, wellknown @gmail.com.